I'll say the only, but within the parameters of camera's pretty straight actually. All right, I actually feel in terms of my energy, I feel pretty fucking good. This past week was I've been doing it kind of bi-weekly, but it was the week that I took off not only Saturday, like always, but I took Friday off from the gym as well. So I feel great. I have a lot of energy, so I want to take full advantage of that today. Um, you know, it's in consideration that for well, I don't know. I was gonna say it's in consideration that for a short period of time, I might take Friday and Saturday off every week. But as I thought about it and as I say it, I see that being very unlikely. I actually so um yeah, I don't know. Might want to kind of scrap that. I don't because it kind of works out the way I'm doing this with how the few little injuries I've been dealing with. Um, my elbow, my right one, doing any kind of tricep movements for whatever reason, that's what hurts my right elbow the most. So it's been helping skipping triceps once a week, or skipping. Let me say it like this: it's been helping skipping triceps one week, and then the next week, kind of bunching up all my tricep training that I would have done that week that I skipped, plus the week that I'm doing it, kind of all in one day. So, and because my tricep volume, um, and my bicep is not that high, so before I was doing this, I would train my triceps maybe, oh, it'd be once a week, but I'd only do maybe anywhere from 4 to like 6 sets a week. That's it. So, like this past Friday, I took off from the gym, which is normally the day I would do triceps. So this coming up Friday, I'm gonna do shoulders and triceps, and I'll probably do about 6 or 7 sets of triceps, and that's enough for me that my triceps will be fine. So I'm only hitting triceps twice a week, but it's what I need, and it's just kind of what works for me right now. So, and my shoulders are kind of sporadic. Like today's Sunday, I'll hit shoulders probably for the majority of this workout. I'll throw in a little bit of back, but because I didn't train shoulders this past Friday either, today I'm gonna do a lot, and then I'll train them again Friday. It's like I said, it's kind of sporadic, but it's what's been working for me and kind of what I need. And having those two, or having that one extra day off every other week, it helps, man. It helps. It feels good. Now, but I'm also considering, I've been doing cardio every day that I come to the gym. I'm considering ramping that up and trying to do cardio every day. We will see. I want to ease into it. I don't want to kind of burn myself out. but that's something that's like one of my goals I'm shooting for. So, maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but soon, like the near future, let's say it like that. The near future, I want to try to start because like every Saturday I take off. That's my one rest day. That's kind of locked in. You know, maybe in 3 4 weeks, I'm gonna have to start coming in and doing just a 30-minute cardio session on the bike. Try to burn like 300 to 400 calories, and that does add up over time. It doesn't seem like a lot in the moment, but it does. If your diet is on point, it definitely adds up over time. So, but like I've already stated, that's enough rambling. Today's mainly going to be a shoulder day with some back thrown in there. Um, I was tempted, man, to grab the 50s and do these kind of slow eccentric seated dumbbell shoulder flies. That's a long title or long name, but that's what it is. I was considered grabbing the 50s and trying them today, but I don't want to fall into that trap, man. I want to stick with these 45s. Just focus on getting the good reps, the good control, the good eccentric. Now, a 2 second eccentric is something you don't have to do, but it's something that I am trying to make myself do, specifically on shoulders, because when I do standing dumbbell flies, I could grab the 60s, do 4 sets of 12 pretty comfortably. But on the first set, probably get like 15 actually. But really, how effective and how isolated are my shoulders when I'm doing that? Not as much as I could be, because I'm just kind of, I had some control. Don't get me wrong, but there was also a lot of swing and momentum going on. So when I do that 2 second eccentric, my shoulders are doing all the work, man. There's no getting out of it. And yes, it forces me to go lighter, but what's wrong with that? My shoulders are doing more of the work. I'm going lighter, so it's actually a little easier on my joints and on my body. My shoulders are getting better isolation. Like, I mean, I know the temptation is to come in here and just grab the heaviest weight, and swing that shit around, but is it what's best if you're trying to bodybuild? Or not even just that, is it just what's best? No. So that doesn't mean that I still don't have those temptations, because I had them today. I wanted to grab the 50s, and I probably could have done it, but it wouldn't have been as clean and as controlled as what I'm actually trying to do. So 45s it is. Got the good old 45s that I've been doing for the past 3 or 4 weeks with this. I will eventually switch to something else. This has been feeling great for shoulders. It's been feeling fucking great. So I'm going to ride it out as long as I can. All right. I need to shut up, or I'll just keep talking. Oh my god. All right, this is week 3 of the cut. I did weigh myself. I was 226, so I'm down 6 pounds from where I was my heaviest. And the weight, the number on the scale is not my main priority. My main priority is when I look at myself in the mirror, whatever the number is, I want to be satisfied with how ripped and lean and how much body fat I've lost. That's the goal. So whether it's only 10 more pounds or whether it's 25 more pounds, whatever it is. I do benefit from having a pretty high metabolism, and I stay pretty lean even with these last 4 months. Me eating, and I'll be honest, eating whatever the fuck I want, like a lot of pizzas, a lot of burgers, a lot of fries, a lot of sweets, and I've still stayed pretty fucking lean. So we'll see. I will reveal what the number on the scale says when I hit that point of being satisfied with what I'm looking at. But it doesn't really matter to me what it is. But I do want to be transparent and just kind of say, hey, all right, I've reached the goal. This is what I weigh, and it'll kind of be what it is. So where was I going with that? I was trying to make a point, and I have lost it along the way. No fucking surprise. Um, oh, I was gonna say, this is week 3, and my strength still feels okay, but and my energy surprisingly, but then again, on the other hand, I've just had 2 days of rest, so maybe that's why. Um, I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, one of those days will really kind of tell me what I'm actually feeling. Once I get a couple more days of training in. So, but I feel good today, man. I feel fucking good. I'm thinking 3 sets here with a nice little drop set probably, and then I don't know, something. We'll do something after that. All right, here in good old Missouri, it's actually supposed to be kind of a warm day today. One of the warmest of the year, I think. Um, so I actually kind of made a wise decision and wore some shorts under my sweats. So one set in, of course, I did my 10-minute ab routine before I even started weightlifting. That got me sweating a little bit, but then just one set of this, I was getting pretty freaking hot already. That's the funny thing. I think a lot of people get that misconception that the more you sweat, the better your workout. And I mean, it can be an indicator, but not always. I mean, I used to use the example that, I still work outside a lot. And say on those days it gets 100 degrees, I'm going to tell you right now, if you just walk, say a good distance in 100-degree weather, you're going to start sweating. And especially right in the direct sun, you're going to start sweating pretty good. Now, does that mean you had a crazy stellar workout? No. You're just sweating mainly because of the intense heat. So it's not always an indicator of how good your workout is. It can be. Now, if you're just training, for cardiovascular and to be kind of an endurance athlete, most of the time you're going to work up a great sweat. It's just, but I can actually argue if you're bodybuilding, powerlifting, if you're sweating a lot, it's actually going to negatively affect your performance because it means that you're kind of working extremely hard, which isn't bad. It's not, but it can affect your strength. And like I said, if you're trying to lift as much weight as you can for as many reps, you know, that's not going to be ideal to be sweating like that. So, but anyways, one more with a drop set. Ah. Fuck. Okay. Seated shoulder flies. Complete. Let's do something else. All right. I still have not learned the name of this exercise, if it even has one. I don't know. I have not seen many people. I mean, where I've seen this from is a clip on Instagram, but it's the one and only that I've seen. So I don't know if a lot of people even know about this, if it even has a name. All I do know is it fucking works, and it's something different. Um, it's something new, something my shoulders hasn't really felt that kind of angle of attack. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it for a while until I feel like it's time to switch it up. So let's do like I'll do the same thing here. 3 sets with a good drop set. I think that'd be good. That was fucking perfect. I'll say the only thing I don't really like about this, that I can think of right now at least, is that I've read and heard that the best muscle building portion of each rep is the stretch under load. Well, on the stretch here, you're kind of down in this position. There's really no resistance. So when I'm down here, I'm kind of resting, honestly. There's no resistance. And the same thing with a dumbbell shoulder fly. You're down here at the rested, most stretched position. Where's the resistance? You're just kind of holding the dumbbells there. That's why cable flies probably are a better option. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm trying to kind of, and like I said, it takes that tension away. So I'm trying to get around it, um, in a way. Once the reps start getting a little difficult, I'm shortening the range of motion, which I'm not always the biggest fan of, but sometimes I think, there is a time and a place for them. And I think right now is that time and place. So instead of going all the way down and kind of losing that tension and that constant flexion of the shoulders, I'm trying to stop about right here. This is, anywhere under this is when I start to lose that. So I shorten the range of motion. I keep the tension on the shoulders, and it feels better. Like I said, I'm not always the biggest fan of shortened range of motions, but sometimes, I mean, if you're looking for a new shoulder exercise, I would still recommend this. But it's just something I've noticed that the tension at the peak stretch position, it's not really there. So that's the only thing. I mean, other than that, my shoulders are still burning. Like I said, it's a nice change. It's a nice change to my shoulder routine. Different angle of attack, different movement. You don't have to go heavy. There's a lot of positives to it, but that's one negative. So, but anyways, let's do one more with a drop set. Fuck. Okay. What a set. That was fucking pretty close to being perfect again. All right, you know what? Let's do some rear delt work. I think the front and side delts have had enough today. Let's move on a little bit of rear. All right, I think I'm going to be starting with a weight that should be pretty light for me, but you never know. Just depending on the day, what you've done before. It could feel heavy. We'll see. I'm shooting for at least 15. If it feels too light, I'll go up. If it feels too heavy, I'll go down. The usual. So, but I mean, especially on this exercise, the weight is not. I want it to be heavy. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm trying to break any records or anything. You know what I mean? I want it to be heavy, but within the parameters of everything else that I'm trying to do. So I don't know. Let's just try it and see. All right, let's. Well, what I get 17 or something like that. Let's go up just a little bit. So I'll add 10 pounds, which would put me at an even 200 pounds of resistance. Let's see how that goes. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go up to 210. Now, being my third set and going up 10 pounds each time, this could be a little on the heavy side. Maybe I only get 10 reps or something. But I'm okay with that because just like the other two exercises, I'm going to do a drop set. So, however many reps I get on this next one, it's kind of okay in my book because, I'm doing a drop set right after. And God knows how many reps I'm going to get there. So, yeah, that sounds good. It's okay. That was good shit. Another, well, no, I think I might call that for shoulders. Let's do, I'm just going to do one exercise for back. What that's going to be, I don't know. But I have to train back again in 2 days, Tuesday. So I don't want to go too crazy here. But let's do one. And that might be it. That might be it for today. In terms of the weightlifting portion, I got like 25 minutes on the bike after this. But yeah, let's do that. All right. Right back to the cables I go. It's kind of besides the dumbbell shoulder flies, pretty much everything I've done is be on the machines or on the cables, which, I mean, it works. So Again, this is another exercise I don't even know if it has a name, what it's called, but it works great for me. I freaking love it. It hits my lats and my back in such a unique way. Like I don't even know. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's just unique, and it hits it different. I just love it. I love it, man. So same thing as the other exercises, 3 sets and a drop set. I might do a little bit of chest, just one exercise, like 3 sets after this. I don't ever record it. I mean, I guess I can. I don't know. I might today. I might record them today. It'll be short and quick though. It'll just be the sets. But then after that, yeah, we'll pose and I'll do my cardio and I'm done. Yeah, that one exercise is all I fucking need for back. Holy shit. That's good. All right, let's finish with a little bit of chest, just like I've said. And then we'll see what the pump is looking like. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Okay. All right, man. Fuck it. That's it. Let's pose. All right, I tried something different for the posing. Didn't like it. The lighting here just does not call for what I tried to do. So here I am with the pump pretty much gone at this point. It sucks. But we're going to fly through some posing here. Don't look terrible considering I've been bulking for 4 months. But yeah, let's get it. That is some posing. 3 weeks in. Well, not 3 weeks in. It's only 2 weeks in, but at the start of the third week, maybe in like 6 to 8 weeks, I'll come back and do some full body posing again and see what differences we notice. Hopefully a lot. Hopefully a lot leaner, waist a lot narrower. But I think at the start of the third week, in a decent place. Decent. All right. I'm gonna go do my cardio and then rest the rest of the fucking day and get prepared for chest day tomorrow.